Matheson and the number 5, 66 Mustang. But these top three here are really going at it hard.
Well, we had a look at the inside of some of the engines. They may only be 1,200, 1,300 cc's, but I tell you what, there's been some fettling done under the bonnet, as we would say.
There has been a lot of fettling going on at the bonnet of some of these, and incredible scenes. I mean, some of them, to be fair, are minis in body panels alone. Some of the engines and some of the sway bars you were looking at on that blue one. I forget who owned that one, Adam, but a lot of aftermarket work got into that.
Yeah, the only thing that was mini about that was the body panels,
Yeah.
and I don't even know if they were mini. But it was right now Andrew Nelson and Nick Swift. That driver combination was winning this race after the first lap. You got Dennis Racine, the team group of Dennis Racine and Dylan Wittenauer are in second, and then Harinda De Silva and Timothy De Silva are going to be third. The first of the Mustangs is going to be Gilbert Haycom. He's in a 1966 Shelby GT 350. So really, really good racing right off the bat. And side-by-side racing here with these two orange ones.
Yeah, and just, you started going into this, but talk a little bit about driving a muscle car around Laguna and what it takes and where the advantage or disadvantages are.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly thought the huge advantage was going to be coming up the hill to the corkscrew, but after the first lap, it looked like the minis opened a gap coming up the hill. So I don't know where they're disadvantaged, honestly. Like you said, a lot of these have had quite a bit of work done underneath, so the weight-to-power ratio might be pretty similar between the Mini Cooper and these Mustangs of yours. So this is that might be what we're seeing here. But, who also knows the much bigger car, depends on tire wear too. If you're hustling a Mini Cooper around and you melt the tires off, I know one of the things we were catching out there is there was at least 4 different tire manufacturers we saw, right? You had Hoosier Tire, you had American Racer or McCreary, you had Yokohama, and then you had this other brand I never actually heard of, and so it might just been especially a tractor tire that they found here at a Tractor Supply warehouse or something.
The Hoosier looked like the one to be on if you were in a Mini.
It did. It really did. And even down there, talking to them, they seemed to, some of the competitors felt like if they were on the McCreary tire, you really had to be careful with it through a couple of heat cycles for it to last. Where the Hoosier, you could kind of just abuse it right from moment one.
I'm keeping an eye on the number 6 of Matt Johnson and Ryan Turry for 2 reasons. Matt Johnson used to do commentary with me at the X Games. He's in 9th position at the moment. And Ryan Turry is actually one of the organizers of the event. And I asked him this morning, I said, you're not really going to race. You haven't got time to do that. And he goes, I'm going to try. So if he does get in the car, I'll be well impressed. So Ryan,
nice.
do your best. He said if I don't get in tonight's race, I'll try on Sunday when hopefully things will settle down by then. But it's never easy being an organizer. That said, Jeff O'Neill will be doing several races this weekend in several different cars, as he always does at these historic events. And I remember from Sonoma 2 years ago, he kept popping up on almost every group. But that's Jeff's won't. Ryan, I think, will be less. He's more hands-on with the actual running of the event, so I think he's got less time to be a Jeff.